Hey, what's up, my true seekers? How are you guys doing? Hope you all are doing great this morning. Yes, I am on early this morning. I don't have no makeup on or whatever, but like I said, it is what it is. I'm drinking my coffee and eating, but I want to go ahead and talk about all this stuff that is going on. I'm inviting my friends, to come on and we can go ahead and talk about it because it's not about no nature boy or about whatever. I think that is bigger than them. I'm like I say, I'm team right. I'm not going to jump a bandwagon, just because everybody else is jumping a bandwagon. I'm going to stand on my truth. And maybe I don't see it the way that you guys see it. And the reason why I don't see it because I'm not too heavily invested in all this stuff that is going on. I got a life. I'm not going to go and start somebody page 24/7 just to go ahead and get it monetized. I'm not going to do that or go and start these people homes. And that's starkish. That's starkish behavior. And like I said, who does that? I did an interview with these girls, these goddess, because they are grown women. And I asked my husband to look at the video. He didn't want to look at it because he's not into that. He was watching football. Now I can see if women getting so invested in it because we are so emotional. We are emotional people. But men, come on. I cannot see men so heavily invested in another man. And I know I got a feedback. My son is supposed to come on and help me with this feedback, but oh well, it is what it is. But I just cannot see other men so invested in another man unless they jealous. That's the only thing that I could say. Nature Boy had all these wives. Any woman that comes in, he was getting their wives too. Now all of a sudden, these grown men wants to go on platforms and start talking about what Nature Boy did. The only reason why you're doing this because Nature Boy right in your face was taking your woman. Now all of a sudden, less than 1 week, you coming out of that organization or cult, whatever you guys want to call it. Now you feel like, oh, I'm not brainwashed anymore. I done came to my right mind, came to my sense. You in that cult for almost 5 years, and all of a sudden you just woke up and say, I'm woke, and you go straight on a blogger instead of going and get therapists. Guys, to me, that does not make no sense at all. So like I said there and say, I need you guys to help me to make this make sense because it does not make sense at all. I want to know why are these men are so heavily invested in another man. Only thing that I can think of is because they jealous. He's getting and you not. That's what I can think of. What else? Come on, guys, help me to make this make sense. Hey, Elwie does not exist. Blessings. Yes, indeed. And you, like I said, you guys cannot get upset with me. And even if you do, that's your business. Because like I say, I'm team right. I don't jump from platform to platform and jump from one bandwagon to another bandwagon. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stand on my truth. And if I want to know something, I'm going to the source. I'm going to the source. And I didn't even have to look for these women. I knew that we going to cross paths. And I talked to them. And like I said, at the end of the day, these women are grown. They are grown. And I'm pretty sure if I was sit there and put a microscope into your life probably be just as worse. It may not be with what they are going through, but whether they are in the fire and you are in water, you still sitting there need help. Come on, guys. We are so heavily invested in other people's life when the real enemy is out there working overtime on us, causing much havoc. And like I say, my floor, my panel is open. If you want to go, come on. You can come on. You are welcome to come on, but you have to cam up. Now, if I know you, you don't have to cam up. But if I don't know you, yes, you're going to have to cam up because it got some very weird, starkish people that's on YouTube, that's on these platforms. And how the heck you want to sit there and try to help somebody when you standing behind the computer 24/7, your entire content is on one person. You might have 2 or 3, but if I had to count, trust me, it's showing me that you are very starkish. You are the ones that need help. And the reason why you are starkish, because you are monetizing off of these people's stuff. I'm not going to even monetize off of this stuff. Not on this platform. I'm not even going to monetize off of this. But when you start seeing people running commercials, yes, they're going to say what you want to hear. They're going to say what you want to hear because these people are getting paid off of this. And that's why I don't understand why when these people leave carbonation, why do they have to go and run to a blogger? Why don't you go to a therapist? Why don't you go to authorities? That's why it does not make no sense at all. It just shows me that these people are clout chasers. That's just like with Natiri. Natiri said, they say, this is big. This is big. Now, if you was violated by someone you said that violate you, why would you say this is big? And yet you keep going back and back and back. Your life was on display for the whole entire world to see. So quite obvious, people was picking apart of everything that you guys was saying. You had a chance to go ahead and escape. You had a chance to leave. And you guys telling me, you just don't understand. You don't know what brainwash is. You don't know what being in a cult. You don't know what I have been in. You don't know what I have been in. You don't know what my life is, just like I don't know what your life is. But I know we all, once we get a certain age, we make our own decisions. And some of us right now, if we can go back and change all the stuff that we did in our past, I promise you we would. Because we made ain't nobody's life. That's why I got this brick right here. He that without sin cast the first stone. And if you don't have if you walked a righteous path and your life is clean, then you can pick up this stone. But if your life is not clean and you sit there and you got more skeletons than anybody, only difference is that your life is not on display. Their life is on display. Then want me to tell you something? This stone need to be dead in your face. Dead in your face. Because like I said, I don't take this stuff serious. I look at it as entertainment. Just like Nature Boy has said on the last video that he dropped. Some of these people don't understand that how you could take the foolish things to conform the wise. Yes, he went overboard in it. He got caught up in it. And that's why he's where he's at now. He got caught up in it. But sometimes you have to take the foolish things. That's to show you. Sometimes we got to buck dance in order for people to sit there and pay attention. And then you go ahead and you feed them the word. Jesus did it. Jesus said there he took 2 fish and he took 5 loaves of bread and he fed the multitude of people. First, he had to feed their natural body in order for them to receive the spiritual food. But like I said, when it came to Nature Boy, yes, he did. He did get out of the way. But I understand some of the stuff, not none of that physical, none of that violence. Look, I don't look, like I said, I don't condone none of that stuff. None of that stuff. But at the end of the day, this is how I look at it. These women are grown women. So don't sit there and get upset with me, which I don't care. I don't care because I'm going to stand on my truth. I don't care if you unsubscribe or whatever. I'm not running commercials on this. I'm not getting paid to own this right here. This is my ministry. And my ministry is not to tear down, it's to build up. And if I tear it down, I'm going to build it back up. But I have not a heaven nor hell to put no one in. I cannot lay you down and I cannot raise you up. Like I said, we put all our energy and all our focus on the wrong stuff, when the real enemy right now is working overtime on us. If I had Sheba and she's Kendra now, Kendra and Aaron on my platform, no way in the world that I would have had them for 6 or 7 hours. 6 or 7 hours. 6 or 7 hours on that platform. If I couldn't get it out of them for 15 minutes, ain't no way in the world, I would have kept them on for 6 hours. That's just to show you right now, it was all about almighty dollars, okay? That's all it's about. That's all it's about. Because first of all, I would have told them, I would have sat there and say, all that information that you guys got, you've been under this guy, you slept with this guy, you ate with this guy, you broke bread with this guy, whatever you want to call it, and you run straight to a blogger, you making Nature Boy case for him. Just like the late Johnny Cochran said, if it don't fit, you must acquit. Because this don't fit. Now, if it's fit, then tell me, help me. I'm going to put the link right here, guys. I'm going to put the link. And like I say, if this makes sense, hey, you're welcome to come on my panel. But if I don't know you, you better cam up. You better cam up. I always say, right, ain't no way around it. However it's put, truth is truth. That's it. That's it. I can't sit there and see it you guys' way. And the reason why I cannot see it you guys' way is because when they come out of this toxic relationship or cult or whatever they want to call it, they run straight to social media. Social media is their therapist. Social media is their counselor. Don't you know you have 101 people in your ears messing you up, leaving you out worse than what you are now? These people don't care about you. These people are a bunch of strangers. These people didn't go through the fire with you. All these people is looking for entertainment, looking for drama. And once the drama ceases, they're going to run to someone else. Next. Now, some of the stuff that they said on World News, yeah, he did make a little sense. Because he did put in a lot of work. He put in so much work where he was stalking these people's homes, going to these people's house. You drive up to somebody's house, trust me, you don't know what could have happened. They had a chance right there to take you out. So yes, he did put up a lot of work. Now, when it comes to the tea, he was absolutely right. I never, ever once saw, not that much, I can count on one hand how much commentary that the tea did. I maybe have seen her face about 2 or 3 times, but I never saw no commentary that the tea did. All she did was just run the videos. And yes, she's getting praise for that, just running the videos just like everybody else. Everybody else ran the videos. When I was making videos, I was making it come alive. Well, you guys wanted to go ahead and strike down my videos because I was telling the truth. It got a lot of YouTubers, a lot of YouTubers that did commentary on this. They didn't just run the videos. That's how I got demonetized. Just a little small clip. They sat there and monetized me. And I had, when I did caught that scene when Nature Chief had got arrested, when they came in his house, I was the first one. Yes, I was the first one that put that content out. And that same blogger sat there and took it off of my channel. I'm not going to say who she is, but one of those bloggers. And they had got 105,000 viewers off of my content. And I only had got no more than 50, maybe about 100. But I didn't make a big fuss about it because I know that's what they do. They sat there and they lurk, they in the bushes or whatever you want to call it. And they sat there and they record all this stuff and they get away with it. But see, if I do it, I will sit there and I will be demonetized. I will be demonetized. So I understand what World was talking about when he sat there and he said that all they did was just ran videos. Anybody could do that. Stay up all day and all night, sitting there looking at these people's life, looking for something they can find out so they can go ahead and run with. But at least if you're going to sit there and stay up all night and look at these people and start these people, put all this, at least do some kind of commentary. Do a little bit of commentary. Come on, guys. Like I say, I need you all to help me to make this make sense because it does not make no sense at all. It doesn't. Because all this right here is showing stockish behavior. That's all it's showing. Stockish behavior. And no one cannot get mad. Because like I said, the only ones, yes, all these ones that was in carbonation, they was grown people that made a decision to choose that life. You guys, what you fail to realize, half of the ones that's joined into those cults already coming from off the streets, come from broken homes. And I do understand hurt people hurt people. Ain't nobody excusing none of that. No one condoning none of that. But like I said there and say, it have bigger fish to fry than who we sitting there trying to sit there and put under the jail for. Bigger people. And like I said, I understand that people don't want to hear the truth. But in here, I'm going to speak my truth. Because like I said there and say, look, I'm not heavily invested in these people's life. I got a life of my own. I got things to do with my own life, instead of sitting there starking somebody. Oh, I'm upset. Oh, this, blah, blah, this is that. Get a life. Let these people do whatever they want to do. And all the ones, especially the guys that talking about the experience that they went through in that cult, the only reason why they talking is because this man had humiliated them on where the whole world to see, and they allow it. This man in their face took their women. He didn't go behind their back and snuck to take their women. If he wanted, he took it. Now, to me, that's what I call a real G. They are the ones that's weak because ain't no way in the world that I'm going to have anybody to come in and sit there and take my family and tell me what to do, and I can't do nothing. But now, since they feel that he's out of the way, he cannot come around them, now they want to start spilling their guts. What woman would want you? What woman would want a man like that? That will sit there and allow someone to just walk up and you say not one word, but just go down and kiss their feet, because that's exactly what we saw. That's what I saw. He's screwing your woman and you kissing his feet. So that tells me, that says a lot about you. Now, like I say, if you want me to show you the videos, I'll show you the videos. Because the same ones that sit there bit under that camp, what they said, I would take out everybody, even, I'm not going to say what they said, but you know what they said. I would take everybody out for you. He even sat there and said, Aaron sat there and told Chief, he said, I would cut my left hand off for you. I think you a left hand. You should put that left hand on a silver platter, because you told the whole world that you would cut off your left hand for this man. So now you guys got all this energy right now. That's just to show you weak. You weak. Instead of you running on a blogger platform, everybody run to the T. Tell me why. Everybody runs to the T. Instead of sitting there running to the authorities or running to the doggone therapist and being around people that's close to your heart. I need you guys to help me to make this sense, because this don't make sense to me, honey. This don't make sense to me. Yeah, that's quick switch up is really weird. Very, very, very weird. Creepy. Very weird. Very weird. It don't make no sense, guys. For you guys to sit there and all of a sudden, soon in a minute, these people come from, as you say, out of that cult or whatever they was in, and go straight on social media and start spilling their guts. Then you start putting them on a pedestal. Not sitting there thinking, why did these people run on social media? Why these people didn't run to a therapist? Why these people didn't run in the arms of their own family? Why? Because like I said there and say, the love of money is the root of all evil. You might sit there and say, oh, you don't need money. Well, if you didn't need money, then you wouldn't have never ran to a platform, because you know that's how you get those donations. You know them donations going to come. Like I said there and say, guys, I just can't see it. And like I said, I left the link. If you guys sit there, can unbrainwash me, bring me to my sense, wake me up, have at it. Have at it. Because to me, you're right, Elwie. This does not make sense. This does not make no sense at all. And people getting all worked up. And you saw what happened to Natiri. Natiri said there, went and did all that, what she said she did, just to run back into another cult member. The one that sat there and came out and sat there, and he said that all what she said was a lie. Said that his chief is innocent and all this, but they end up in each other's arms. Like I said, when these people leave out of one bad situation, they're just going into another one. That's it. And the reason why I say that, because they're not doing nothing to help themselves. Only one that I knew that didn't run to social media so quick, and that was Wizzy. And I'm gonna still say that she might be on now, but Wizzy didn't run on no social media. When Wizzy left, Wizzy went and she got with her family. She started talking about her family and talk about her job. Start dancing and singing, and she didn't sit there and run on the T. She did not. She did not. And like I say, guys, all this right here is a bunch of jealousy, especially when it comes to the men and the men that's blogging about it. It's just a bunch of jealousy. That's all it is. Just a bunch of jealousy, seeing that this man didn't have not one, not two, not three, but he was able to handle 7 under one roof. Now that's what I call a Mac Daddy, shoot. Especially when you can't do nothing about it. You can't do nothing about it. And you sitting there blogging about these people, stalking these people, running up to these people. What you thought he was going to let you in so you could sit there and break bread with one of them? Come on, guys. Just like I said, if it don't fit, you must acquit. And I'm pretty sure if these people had something, trust me, Chief already asked for a speedy trial. Why they never gave him a trial? Why? He's in jail. He's not in prison. And for what I heard, he still have those same charges. All they waiting for these people to come out and blame the finger. Chief did this. Chief made me do this. Chief. Now all of a sudden they was lying. And we saw a lot of stuff that went on. We can't sit there and overlook this. But you guys have to take accountability too, because your hands was in it as well. Your hands was in it as well. And to me, when you run to social media, it's just a show. It just was just like it is, for entertainment purpose only. That's how I see it, for entertainment purpose only. That's all it was. Just like Chief said, taking the foolish things of this world to conform the wise. That's what I look at it. It was just a big show. And you guys, you watched, because you guys didn't have to turn on or go to his site. You guys chose to watch this. So like I said, ain't nobody mad but the devil, because you chose to watch this. You chose to entertain that. You chose. Ain't nobody forced you to watch that. If I don't like something, I'm not going to sit there and watch. That's how I say on this platform. If you don't like what's in here, then hey, find some channel that's going to sit there and tickle your ears. Something that you like. Because in here, we eat meat. We stand on righteousness. Not on all this beat. I can take the foolish stuff and conform the wise. Like I said, the real enemy out there is working overtime on us. And all this stuff that you see right now is only a distraction. That's all it is, just a distraction. All this stuff is just a distraction. When the real enemy is out there, we ain't going to do him nothing. But we'll tear each other down. We'll put our foot on one another. We'll go and start other people and start their homes. Talk all that smack. You're right. Illustration and distraction. That's all it is. That's all it is. And that's what the enemy wants. This is false evidence appeared to be real. Illusion. And they love it. They love to see us fighting at war with each other. They love to see that. Don't you know we are in end times? Nature Boy was right about that. We are at end time. This is it. And I like what he said. I watched one of his videos where he said, he didn't talk about, oh, he's scared, they doing this to him, or start talking about the bad things what's going on in the jailhouse. He never talked about that. He looked at it, all this stuff that's happened to him is predestined. You guys wanted him to see him lose weight. You guys want to see him crying like you probably was when you was in prison. Come on, guys. But just because you don't see him crying and you don't see him whining while he's in prison, then you upset. You upset. I bet you guys, when y'all saw that video when Chief was dancing in jail with the rest of the inmates, I guess you guys was sick. You guys were sick because you thought that this man was sitting in that bed crying in his tail out. That's what y'all wanted to see. But just like Chief said, this stuff had to happen. This stuff was predestined. And what I also like, you guys didn't catch. He said, this is what Chief said. He said, most of the people, the men that is in jail is 20 years old. 20 years old. Did you get that? He said most of the ones that's in jail, these young men are like 20 years old, young kids. Want me to tell you what they're trying to tell you? Like he said, maybe all this had to happen. That's a prophecy. He talked about that. That's a prophecy. Because see, if you look at it in the Bible, because like I say, when I look at the Bible, I don't look at it as a book. I don't look at it as the white man's book. I look at the Bible as the word, and the word is us. The word is us. So the Bible is only a prophecy. It's talking about the future. It's talking about us. And only the younger generation, 25 on down, did you hear me, was able to come out of the wilderness. The older ones died in the wilderness. So you never know. This might be predestined. So he can go in all that knowledge, because you cannot sit there and say that Nature Boy was not gifted. Hi, Marie. Good morning. You cannot say that Nature Boy was not gifted. Now, he may was all this what we say he is. Yes, he is, and some. But like he said, the Most High God will take the foolish things of this world to confound the wise. And maybe all that knowledge that he got, maybe now he had to bring it in to teach these young men. Because guys, we are in a spiritual warfare. A spiritual warfare we are in. And maybe, which I'm not saying too much, but I see, yes, 25 and under. I see. Hold on one second, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I was not supposed to come on until 6 o'clock, but I just had to come on. And my friend, she called me. Like I said, she has a platform too. I'm not going to mention her name. But like I told you guys, the floor is open. If you guys want to ask me any questions about how I feel about all this, have at it. But I don't look at it the way that you guys. I look at it in a spiritual realm. And like I said, Nature Boy said out his own mouth. He said that the ones that's yes, Elwie, he said the young guys that's in jail, he said they young, very young. He said they in their 20s. And if you go into scriptures, like I told you, it's talking about us. The older generation, they gonna die in their wilderness because this right here is only for the remnant. Not everybody can see it. Not everybody can see. And that's why they putting their mouth on it. So in a minute, something happened. We want to put our mouth on it instead of being patient and wait it out. Because I truly believe that if the Most High God gonna bring you in the wilderness or bring you into something, that he's gonna see you out. And someone had the audacity to ask me, do I think that, hold on, guys. Like I say, we have businesses in here, okay? Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Like I said, I had supposed to come on at 6 o'clock, but it is what it is. But getting back to where I was, I had lost my thought. But when it comes to the Bible is only a prophecy. All that stuff that you see in there from Genesis to Revelation, you have to know how to use your interpret. You have to know how to interpret the Bible, because a lot of stuff that's in there, if you're looking at it in the physical, then it will be used against you. But if you know how to rightfully divide the word of truth, you will see that the word it's in us. In us. It's talking about us. And you see, the devil knows that his time is almost over with. And now that we are waking up and starting having huge platforms where we can wake our people up, telling our people what's really going on, they want to shut you down. Look at this young guy, this basketball player, Curry. I can't think of who he was. You guys know what I'm talking about. He only posts a book on his own social media page talking about how, what the book is talking about, his people that was in bondage, talking about us. We are the chosen ones. We are the real ones. He talked about all that and he got upset. They got upset. Hey, Eager Soaring High. Good morning. They got upset with him, called him anti-Semitic. And we all know that anytime when you try to wake our people up, the first thing that they're going to do is they're going to call us anti-Semitic. And the reason why they're doing that, because they don't want us to know the truth. And we so spiritual, so ignorant. Our people are so ignorant where we can't see it. Because we think that we got a place at Master's foot. That's it. And that's how it was with Solar and True and all the rest of them. They was at Chief's feet. And that's where we want to stay at, the feet. While they throw us a few crumbs here and there instead of owning the whole table. Like I say, this is not for everybody. Dean, come out of these chains. Come off of the plantation. Like I told you guys, we are still spiritually in bondage. Until we free our mind, we have to shake that residue off of us. If not, you're going to find yourself back in the same position. That's why when Natiri, she left, she went back into another cult, and she's going to go into another cult, and she's going to go into another one. Until right there, she break the chains, shake that residue that's off of her mind, off of her brains. If not, she's going to find herself in the same position, going in circles and circles and circles. That's happened to the children. That's happened to our ancestors. They kept wandering in the wilderness. It was supposed to be a 14-day journey. A 14-day journey. And it took them 40 years to get out. And like I told you, the old ones died out. The only ones that was able to cross over, and that was the younger generation. So maybe the Most High God is using Chief to sit there and get that army ready. Because we coming. We are coming. Whether you guys like it or not, whether you guys want to stay asleep, we are rising. This is a Joshua generation that have said enough is enough. It's time for us to sit there and tear Satan's kingdom down. But the only way that we can come out of this, we got to leave these people stuff alone. Stay out of these people business. Stop trying to police our own people when these people are working overtime on us. Can't you see it? Can't you see that? How long? How long you going to allow these people to work overtime on you? How long you going to allow these people to keep eating the children's bread? You thinking, oh, we got it good in here. Oh, we got it made. That's how the children of our ancestors that was in the wilderness, they was looking back. Oh, we'd rather go back into bondage. We was eating good, eating beans and leeks, eating beans and onions, guys. They want to go back to eat beans and onions. Just like we want to sit there and allow Massa to throw us a little few things here and there. We comfortable, not knowing that stuff is going to rot. This is kingdom building right here, guys. But the only way that we can do it, we got to come together in unity. You remember the movie? I used to be, at one time, I was spiritually dead myself. I was asleep. But you remember the movie, The Planet of the Apes? The Planet of the Apes. When Caesar sat there and he watched, he studied these people just like they study us. Caesar watched and he studied these people. And he took that stick, remember that little stick? And he broke it. And he put it together. When we are broken, we are divided, we cannot do nothing. But when we come together, we can bring Satan to his knees. Stop fighting each other, guys. Stop trying to act like them. Go back to your first love. All the stuff that has happened ain't nothing new under the sun. We just keep going in circles and circles, going around and round and round. When's someone gonna get it right? These people look at us like we are stupid, like we don't have no sense. We've been in this for 400 plus years. We're going to be in it another 400 years. The devil, you is a liar. Stop trying to police these people. Stop trying to help do these people's job. Because today is them, tomorrow it could be you. And like I said, it's not about whose side I'm picking. This is much bigger than Nature Boy. This is much bigger than Kanye. All they were the ones that said there, whether they did it all not like we would do it, but they did it. Kanye West has a huge platform where he was able to at least open the door. Okay. Now that he opened the door, we got, what's his name? I watch his channel all the time. Boys. Can't think what his name is. His platform, his last name is Boys. I can't think what his name is. Now Kanye is talking to him now. Kanye is talking to him. Because this is an economic warfare that we are in. All these people think about one thing, and that's money, which is their power, which is the mark of the beast. And we could talk about that. Yes, money is the mark of the beast. The love of money is the mark of the beast. I asked the Most High God, I say, well, how can I sit there and not keep putting my hands on it? Because we need, I got to pay my bills. We got to eat. We need money. But don't let money consume you. Don't let money take over you. Don't let money keep you in bondage. Because see, they felt that they made Kanye a billionaire. No, they didn't make Kanye a billionaire. It's the gift that's inside of us. We cut these people off, their whole kingdom will come down. We are the lifeline to everything that exists into them. We breathe life. We are the gods, but not of the Most High God, but we are gods because we give life. But we want to help everybody else. We want to help everybody else except help ourselves and put our king back onto his throne. Because right now we got imposters. We got imposters that's sitting on the throne, that's sitting on our throne, to put the black man back into position. The Most High God didn't call them. They called themselves. Why you think every time when you talk against that, every time when you talk against these people, why you think these people said their iron teeth start coming out? Because they don't want you to know the truth. And soon in a minute, they start canceling you. You start buck dancing for them. Okay, Master, I apologize, Master. Oh, I'm sorry, Master. I won't do it no more, Master. And the thing about it is that we get our own people to report back to them. Yeah, our own people help us to be in slavery. Yes. Out of ignorance. Uncle Toms. Sellouts. Because we think just because Master break a little bread for us, throw a little crumbs for us that we got it made because we're in a big house. I don't want to be like them field Negroes out there in the sun working from sun up to sundown. I'm in the master house, not knowing you getting it worse than what the ones on the outside is getting because they have a chance to escape. You stuck. And that's what happened to us right now. That's why we don't even look like ourselves anymore. We want to act like them. We want to look like them. We want to dress like them. We want to talk like them. And the Most High God cannot use you just because you feel that you is one step ahead of one person. God does not use you, can't use you. Don't you know when Jesus went out and you won't call him Yahweh, that's his real name. But see, they gave us that name, Jesus. Jesus. It was no J in the beginning. That's another story by itself. All this stuff is whitewash lies. Whitewash lies. But just say, which half of the stuff is just an allegory anyway. But when Jesus went and he made disciples, he could have went into Pharaoh's house. Not Pharaoh's house. He could have went in the synagogues and got the Pharisees and the Sadducees. But where did he go? He go to the fishermen's. He went to the tax collectors. He went to the ones that you would call nobodies. He went to the ones that you would look down at. And maybe Nature Boy, he might be one of them wow, how can I say that? Say them wild bucks. That God can take him. God can use him. He still have life. I'm on the thing. He still have life. God can use him and clean him up. Don't you know Paul in the Bible? Before he was Paul, he was Saul. He went on this road called Damascus. You know what the road of Damascus means? It means that he went on that road to destroy, to tear down. Because he was that person that he came against everything, wanted to tear down God's kingdom. Exactly what we are doing today. We want to tear it down, putting our mouth on it, don't know what's going on. But we want to tear it down. Maybe the Most High God allow all this to happen to Nature Boy. Got him in jail because he's not in prison. He's in jail. Teaching these young babies how to be real soldiers. Like I said, God can take a nobody and make somebody out. Because Paul wrote 1/4 of that Bible in jail. And those that follow my channel, they know when I was making my videos. I saw all this. I saw it all play out. That Nature Boy was writing his book. He was telling his story right there in jail. And if you want me to play that video, I can play that video. Let me find it for you guys. I saw all that stuff that is happening. I saw it. He was writing his story right there in jail. God is raising up an army. David did it. And I'm talking to my remnant. I'm talking to my truth seekers. You know what I'm talking about. Those that follow my channel, you know exactly what I'm talking about. David did it. When David wanted to raise up an army, he went to the lame, he went to the rejects, he went under the bridges, he went into the crack houses, And he raised up an army. People that call rejects. Half of the ones that's in jail, in prison, they are in there because of the system. Like I said, the system is not broke. The system is doing exactly what it's designed to do. And that's to destroy the black man. Notice, none of this stuff happened during Malcolm X and Martin Luther King days. Our black men wasn't wilding out like this. They was not wilding out like this. But until we start sitting there trying to sit at their table, eat their apple pie. Now, you know good and well our apple pie tastes better than theirs because we was the ones in the kitchen. So you know our apple pie was better than them. But yet we wanted to sit at their table, eat their apple pie. So when we did that, that's when the glory of God had departed. Because you no longer wanted to depend on the Most High God. You wanted to depend on man. You wanted to sit at your enemy's table. So what the Most High God doing now is that he got us in captivity. We are in captivity because we didn't want to depend on the Most High God to bring us out of this. We want to act like them. We want to be a part of them, not knowing that they were our Lord's self. And guys, I know that I have a delay, but that's okay. You hear me. The Bible says my sheep know my voice, and a stranger they do not follow. And this right here is not for everybody. This road is very narrow. Not too many people going to come on this road right here. Because everybody's on that broad road. If it's not about drama, if it don't glit, it don't glamour. But this right here, I'm just a nobody trying to tell everybody. Don't even have my channel set up right. I bought an earphone, whatever you call this right here. I don't know how to use it. So I'm just using this old one. Delay. The message is there. The meat is there. And it's time for our people to stop letting these people rock us to sleep. Because the more that they rock us to sleep, the more that they're going to eat the children's bread. That's why I call them the cankerworms, the palmer worms, and the locusts. Because everything that they eat, everything that they touch, they destroy. Keep letting them in. Keep letting them in. That's how I think had happened to Chief when he let that cankerworm in. The minute he let that cankerworm in, that's when they start taking action. If he would have kept them cankerworms out of his camp, he'd probably be still today. But when you let them in, honey, they will suck you up dry because we live in a world that loves its own. That's why we have to be in this world, but not of this world. Let me see if I can play this little video. And I might come on later on because I was going to come on at 6 o'clock, but I have to go. I got some stuff to do. Let me see if I can play this. I didn't even know I was going to last this long. So guys, like I said, then say, whatever you want to say about me, you say whatever you want to say. Because I don't follow the crowd, honey. I am team right. I am team right. Let me see if I can, let me see if this might be the video. But I prophesied all. Not this one.
Oh, well, I said it again.
Whoever kill, if somebody come in and kill you, I'm going out out trying to get you.
Yeah, right. That's not the one I wanted to play, but you hear that. And then the thing about it, Chief said, say it again. Say it again. Make sure that the world hear it. Watch this one.
That's how y'all feel?
That's all. That's not.
They're going to kill me with you.
Yeah, right.
I'm trying to take them.
sound like Peter, right? You remember when Peter and John, oh Jesus, we'll go down with you. Jesus told Peter, he said, when a rooster crowed 3 times, you would deny me. Oh no, Jesus, I would never do that. Shoot, cheek and tongue will say anything. That's why, the Bible say, let a man examine himself. Search the heart. See, God searches the heart, not what comes out your mouth. So if somebody sit there and say, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, with their mouth, no, action speaks louder than words. Action speaks louder than words. I'm trying to see if I can go ahead and pull this up because I want you guys to see. I probably deleted it. Oh yeah, this is it right here. And I'm gonna leave after this because I got to go in the shop. Watch this.
That's not who they were. Truth is, they were cowardly hearted. I made them do with the things that they did so that the world could see that we were strong. I made them do these things.
Joe? Nature Boy is the little black boy that made it in this world without a mother, father, uncle, grandma, nobody. He was on his own. Self-made for real. I don't trust nobody. I just gotta jump through hoops and bounds to get to them. Because I don't trust, and even when they do that, I don't trust them.
Let me pause it right here. See right here? He said, I don't trust nobody. And when this happened, I made this video like 7 months ago. And this is just a little small clips I had put together. But I have the entire video. I think the video was like maybe about 15 minutes long. But this right here is just, I just put it together to let you see all that stuff. It had to happen. I prophesied this. I knew it was going to happen. And you all know that follow my channel. I even tried to warn Nature Boy what I saw in a dream to tell him to pump his brakes. Because see, I saw the bigger picture. I saw when Nature Boy was entertaining these people that he was doing it just like he said, to take the foolish things of this world to conform the wise. But see, them devils didn't understand. Them devils did not understand. That's why sometimes you cannot cast your pearls to swans. They didn't understand what was going on. But all this right here, what you see right now, that's his journey. It had to happen. It happened. Sometimes you be picked on to be picked out. Listen to, he's writing his book. He's writing his book. He's telling his story right here in jail. That's why I sit there and say, we are the real ones. We are the children of the Most High God. This had to happen.
I don't trust nobody. I'm alone in this world.
So they left him alone? Nobody.
Bitch turn on you quicker than a motherfucker. But guess what? I don't give a fuck because I've been alone all my life. I want you to know who I am. I want you to look me in my eyes and I want to tell you who I am. Nature Boy is just like Jesus. Deserted at birth. Immaculate conception. I never seen my mother and father, nigga. And it's supposed to be that way because I'm the Messiah. And I realize that. I'm not allowed to have attachments to this world. All my children get taken away from me. You know why? Because I'm not allowed to have attachments. Anything I ever cared about get taken away from me. You know why? Because I'm in this world, I'm not of it. I could never be of this world. So everything I get, I ain't allowed to be attached to anything. Because I'm not of this world. Y'all are of this world, I'm not. I came through here to teach you something and tell you something. I'm a messenger. I don't have the things you have, not who you are.
The fact.
If you don't believe in me, you'll perish. You have to believe in me.
I prophesied all this. I saw all this. When I made this video, I saw this. I saw only three women that was standing. Anybody that followed me, they know. And the three women are still standing today. I saw this. This is biblical, guys. We are fulfilling the word. How can't you see it? We are fulfilling the Bible, guys. We are the Bible. The Bible is in us. It's not written in that book. It's not in that book. Everything that it's talking about is talking about us. We are just fulfilling it. So all I can tell you right now, guys, take your hands off it. Take your hands off it. And I'm not saying that Nature Boy is the Messiah. But I'm just telling you, just take your hands off it because you never know when he's going to come. Because one thing about a thief, when a thief break in, and I tell you guys all the time, that a thief is not going to call you and say, hey, I'm coming in and I'm breaking in your house. No, he's just going to show up. So you never know when that day going to come. You never know who you're going to entertain. All I can say right now, guys, is just pray. Pray. Because you never know. Today can be you. Today is them. Tomorrow it could be you. And we know that Jesus is coming. We know that the Most High God is coming. And this time when he comes, he's not going to come back to let you nail him back onto the cross. Did you hear what I said? He's not going to come back to let you nail him back on the cross. He's coming with a sword. He's coming with a sword to cut, to separate the wheat from the goats, the wheat from the tare. He's coming back. And he's here. He's here right now. The Messiah is here. And sooner or later, he will reveal himself. And trust me, it's not going to be who you think it is. And I'm about to go, guys, because I got to go in the shop. It's not going to be who you think that it's going to be. Because then Jesus told his disciples, when he told them that he was hungry, you didn't feed him. When he was in jail, you didn't come visit him. And I'm paraphrasing it. They say, when have you ever been hungry? When have you ever been in jail? He said, whatever you do to the least of my children, you have done it unto me. So all I can say right now, guys, you fighting the wrong fight. When the real enemy out there is working overtime over on us. It's time for him to pay back everything that he have stole from us. 7 times he got to give it back to us. Don't forfeit your blessings. Don't forfeit your blessings, because everything that he did to us is harvest time. And he's going to reap everything that he's sown. The real devil's right there. You know where they are. They're working overtime on us. Took everything from us. Our language, our culture, our religion. And you think that The blood of Abel is not crying out from the grave. You think that the Most High God forgot? He have not forgotten. This is the year of payback. So all I can say, guys, is get ready, because it's coming, whether you sleep or not. So on that note, guys, you be blessed. I'm finna go ahead and grind. And I may come back on tonight, but I just came on because, like I said, I'm opening my platform. You wanted to come in. You had questions you was asking me. That was your chance to ask me, but nobody said nothing. The floor was open. So I just came on. Still in, just came on. But the floor is open. You guys didn't want to talk. Hey, so I'm just telling you, it is what it is. All right, guys, be blessed. You all enjoy the rest of your day.